Okay, you history-loving degenerates. Today's blog is a little unusual, covering July 10th through the 13th. Brace for a wild romp through American lore. Jack Dempsey's whiskey-soaked victory bash. Aaron Burr's deadly duel with Hamilton. Walt Disney's sweaty Disneyland dream. A Union private's tearful Medal of Honor push. And Jean-Pierre Blanchard's jaw-dropping balloon flight. Each a steamy snapshot of human guts and glory that screwed with the norms of their time. Crack open a cold one, and let's kick off this madness on July 10th, 1919, with heavyweight champ Jack Dempsey turning Toledo, Ohio, into a goddamn party pit after flattening Jess Willard. Fresh from the ring, his knuckles bruised and bloody, Dempsey guzzled whiskey like a man possessed, his boyish grin flashing as he flirted with every fan in sight, especially the dames with low-cut dresses who giggled at his sweaty charm. Witnesses swore he nearly tumbled into a barmaid's cleavage, his slurred toasts to victory echoing through the night as cops looked the other way, their pockets likely lined with his winnings. This rowdy revelry, a raw display of a champ's human side, showed America's love for a fighter who could punch and party with equal gusto, cementing his legend as a brawling badass amidst the post-war roar, with tales of his leers lingering like the stench of spilled liquor. For July 11th, we have a twofer. First off, the heat cranked up when Vice President Aaron Burr and Treasury Secretary Alexander Hamilton faced off in a duel at Weehawken, New Jersey, that ended with a bang and a widow's wail. Burr, with a sneer and a steady hand, put a bullet through Hamilton's gut, the crack of the pistol shattering the morning calm as birds scattered in terror. Hamilton, gasping his last breaths on the dueling ground, scribbled a final trembling letter to his beloved Eliza, who collapsed in a heap of tears, clutching it to her chest, her sobs echoing through their Manhattan home for days. This bloody clash of honor, driven by personal grudges over a woman and political venom from years of rivalry, left a scar on American politics, with Eliza's grief turning a national loss into a heart-wrenching human tragedy that still haunts the Hudson's Edge, her cries a haunting refrain in the annals of betrayal. Then, fast forward to July 11th, 1955, and the magic turned sweaty as Walt Disney's Disneyland debuted in Anaheim, a $17 million gamble that had the man himself pacing backstage, his shirt soaked with nervous sweat and his brow furrowed with doubt. This wasn't just a park opening. It was Walt's life's dream on the line, his hands trembling as he peeked through the curtain at the swelling crowd, praying his vision wouldn't crash and burn like a failed ride prototype. A kid's wide-eyed gasp at the Magic Kingdom's gates, clutching a Mickey Mouse ear with grubby hands and a grin that stretched ear to ear, sealed the deal, his innocent awe mirroring Walt's relief as the park's success exploded into a cultural phenomenon. This personal triumph, born from a man's sweat, soul, and sleepless nights sketching blueprints, transformed a California orange grove into a global icon, proving America's heartbeats for a dreamer's daring leap into fantasy, with Walt's shaky exhale a silent victory cry. The stakes soared on July 12, 1862, when Congress authorized the Medal of Honor, a move sparked by a Union private's trembling recount of his buddy's heroic death at Bull Run, his voice cracking under the weight of memory. Standing before a room of stern lawmakers, his uniform stained with the mud of battle, he described the blood-soaked charge with tears streaming down his dirt-streaked face, his buddy's final scream still ringing in his ears, pushing the room to honor valor amid the Civil War's relentless carnage. This choked-up testimony, a raw plea from a soldier's broken heart, birthed America's highest military accolade, turning a battlefield sacrifice into a personal legacy that still shines through the smoke of history, with the private's grief fueling a nation's gratitude and his buddy's ghost lingering in every medal awarded since. The saga wrapped with a sky-high thrill on July 13, 1793, when French balloonist Jean-Pierre Blanchard soared over Philadelphia in America's first manned flight, leaving President George Washington and a crowd gaping below, their necks craned in disbelief. A spectator's awestruck gasp cut through the humid air as the balloon bobbed like a drunken giant. Blanchard's daring leap into the unknown, a personal gamble that paid off with cheers and a few spilled mugs of ale, his silhouette a daring dot against the summer sky. This floating marvel, fueled by hot air, human guts, and a whiff of scandal, rumors swirled of a flirtatious wink to a local lass adding a naughty twist, reflected a nation's wonder at pushing boundaries, with the onlookers' whispered tale of Blanchard's steamy courage lifting spirits and skirts alike, a story that soared into the history books as a testament to man's audacious spirit. That's right, you red, white, and blue history hounds. July 10th through the 13th turned America into a roller coaster of raw human heat. If this tale of Dempsey's drunken brawl, Burr's bloody duel, Disney's sweaty dream, a soldier's tearful honor, and Blanchard's ballooning balls got your blood pumping, smash that like button like a champ's punch. Not subscribed? Get your ass in the game and hit that subscribe button harder than a duelist's shot. Ring the bell like you're signaling a fight. We're dropping history heat daily. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Team Dempsey's flirt or Blanchard's soar? Like, subscribe, and comment. Let's keep America's fire blazing, you liberty-loving lunatics. Preview for July 14th. Get ready to drool, you history-crazed deviants, because July 14th, 1945 brings a steamy stateside scandal. Pinup queen Betty Grable, fresh from a USO tour, allegedly slipped into a sailor's bunk for a passionate night in San Diego, sparking a juicy rumor that had the Navy blushing and the tabloids salivating. You ready for that? Because it's one steamy night that I know you're going to be looking forward to.